Praise Yahweh. Shalom, welcome to Yahweh Podcast.
So I'm putting Yahweh first and leaving the world behind me. Gotta go through him to find me. Putting Yahweh first, so the world get behind me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Yahweh Podcast. I'm your co-host, Naomi. And I'm Deborah. We're so glad you're here with us today. We'll be exploring faith, life, and everything in between. Yahweh is the one true God. He is the creator of all things. Absolutely. He is sovereign, and we are called to worship him alone. So we encourage you to seek him with all your heart. Yes. Yahweh has been my guide, especially in challenging times. Absolutely. The name itself carries such power and comfort. It does. It reminds us of his constant presence. It's truly transformative. It's amazing how faith transforms us.
Absolutely.
It brings such clarity and peace and a deeper purpose. Yes, and it guides every step.
It really
does. A true blessing. The topic today is the danger of male friends for women. Biblical women don't have male friends. Exactly. The Bible shows us these relationships can be dangerous. Exactly. Boundaries are key. The emotional intimacy can create confusion and risk the primary relationship. Now, this is a very interesting topic in a modern world, but we have to speak on this. And these relationships can lead to emotional attachments that compromise our faith. Exactly. So let's get right into it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Praise Yahweh.
Shalom, listeners, and welcome to the Yahweh Podcast. Today, we're talking about a topic that might be controversial to modern society, but it's something that needs to be discussed honestly. And that topic is this: Yahweh women do not have male friends. As a matter of fact, no woman in any relationship should have male friends.
Right. And when we say that, we're not trying to shock people or be extreme. We're talking about what protects marriages and what aligns with biblical wisdom, because according to the scriptures, a Yahweh woman's closest male relationship is supposed to be with her husband.
Exactly. And a lot of people today say, oh, it's harmless. We're just friends. Or they might pull the insecurity card. But adulterous affairs almost never begin with two people planning to sin. They usually begin with friendship, you know what I'm saying?
And I love that point that you made. Praise Yahweh. That's a key point. Affairs rarely start with sleeping together. They begin with inappropriate friendships and emotional attachments. It starts small: texting, private conversations, sharing personal problems, laughing together, spending time together. Then, before you know it, emotional lines are crossed.
This might sound weird to modern Western women, but this is actually very true. And emotional connections are powerful. When you start giving another man your attention, your thoughts, your feelings, that emotional energy is supposed to belong to your husband.
Exactly. A Yahweh woman protects her marriage by not creating opportunities for emotional intimacy with other men, because once those emotional doors open, the situation can become dangerous.
And this is where wisdom comes in. Protecting your marriage means avoiding private communication with men who are not your husband. No secret texting, no late night phone calls, no deep emotional conversations.
What started as just friendship slowly becomes emotional dependence.
And emotional dependence can easily turn into adultery. And the truth is, one mistake can cost you your biblical marriage.
Exactly. Adultery is not just a mistake between two people. It destroys trust, it destroys families, and it destroys the covenant of marriage.
Marriage is a covenant before Yahweh. So when a Yahweh woman betrays her husband through adultery, she's not just hurting her husband. She's violating a covenant that was made before Yahweh. And that's why boundaries are so important.
And the truth is, the moment adultery happens, the entire foundation of that marriage can collapse. One decision, one emotional connection that went too far can destroy something that took years to build.
Because people always think they can control the situation. They think, Oh, it's just conversation. It's just friendship. But that's how the trap begins.
Exactly. Adultery almost always begins long before anything physical happens. It begins in the heart, in conversations, in emotional attachment.
And another thing people don't talk about is compliments. When another man starts giving exaggerated compliments about how you look, how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, that can start feeding emotional attachment.
Yes, that's a trap. Compliments can turn into flirtation, and flirtation can lead to emotional bonding. A Yahweh woman recognizes that and sets boundaries immediately.
And let's be clear about something. Even if a marriage is going through difficulties, that is not the time to open emotional doors with another man.
Exactly. Because that's when the enemy tries to get a foothold. When you're vulnerable, when you feel unheard, when you feel lonely, that's when inappropriate friendships start to feel comforting.
But that comfort can destroy a marriage.
Exactly.
And people try to modernize this. Society today tells women it's normal to have male best friends, to hang out alone with men, to have emotional bonds with men outside of marriage. But that's not biblical wisdom. That's modern culture. And a lot of the problems we see in relationships today come from ignoring these boundaries.
When you remove boundaries between men and women, you invite confusion, jealousy, temptation, and betrayal.
And we even see the consequences in society. Many men react strongly when they feel their relationship is being threatened. Men are naturally protective over their wives.
It's instinctive. Even men who don't know the laws of Yahweh still feel that instinct. A man knows deep down that his woman should not be emotionally or socially intertwined with other men.
Exactly.
And when those boundaries are crossed, it can create serious conflict, jealousy, and anger,
A Yahweh woman understands that protecting her marriage means protecting her boundaries.
which means keeping a healthy physical, social, and emotional distance from men who are not her husband.
And this isn't about isolation, it's about wisdom. The strongest friendship a Yahweh woman should have with a man is with her husband.
Because when those boundaries are respected, it creates trust, peace, and stability inside the marriage.
And ultimately, it honors Yahweh and protects the covenant of marriage.
So if you're serious about having a biblical marriage, remember this principle. Protect the boundaries of your relationship.
Because the line between friendship and emotional attachment is thinner than most people realize.
And once that line is crossed, the consequences, it can last a lifetime.
Protect your marriage, protect your covenant, and walk in wisdom. Well, that's it.
And that's the wisdom of Yahweh.
Thank you guys for listening to us. Let's head back to the main stage. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you for listening to the podcast. We are so grateful for your support. Remember to subscribe and share with a friend. Until next time, stay blessed. And remember, no male friends. Praise Yahweh.
So I'm putting Yahweh first and leaving the world behind me. Gotta go through him to find me. Putting Yahweh first, so the world get behind me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.